Hi, have you ever been fired? The first time I got fired, I think I was 16 from a official job, one where I drove to and I applied at Napa Auto Parts. And this guy named Daniel was my boss, and I was the last one hired. And he had tears in his eyes. He was 25 or 26, and he was sad that he was going to fire me because I was the victim when the other coworker had been throwing rubber hoses at me. It didn't hit me, but he was throwing them at the wall, and I had to get down on the floor, well, and try to hide, but there was really nowhere to hide. I was in an aisle, but I didn't have a video camera to catch this guy. And he went to the same high school I went, but he was a senior, I was a junior, I think. Yeah, I was 17 when I got out of high school. So yesterday, my friend was fired because he's same as me, 40 years old. He also has been unemployed for 7 years, or he's been unemployed for a while. But they hired one guy that had not been working there for 16 years. And I said, what happened? He got divorced, and she got the house. So I mean, this is coworkers when the guy was there, right? So anyway, back to my friend. He got fired because he was only going into work 3 days a week. He was only doing 8 hours a day, and everybody else was doing 10 hours a day. And so, how many days did he work there? He worked there 2 days this week, plus 3 2 weeks ago, plus a month ago he did 6 days. It was a hard job that he had. So anyway, he told me how he liked having money and how his family was treating him better. He told me how for the first time he was able to give $20 to the birthday of one of his children. And he was happy that he was able to buy the things he needed. He had plans to, well, what were his plans? Buy boots and, yeah, but that's part of it. The equipment he needed for work. Oh well, I told him something good will come out of this situation. What was interesting was that it was the same day that was the last day of work for his wife. So now both of them are out of work for, well, the spouse for the whole summer, 4 months. Now, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights says that we have the right to unemployment compensation, or they have, everybody does, and the right to work. But it's tricky. Where do you go to get these, to get a remedy to fix these? What tribunal do you go to? They also live in the United States, Florida. All right. Enjoy your life. Get a money skill so that you'll be constantly employed, such as a mechanic, plumber, electrician. And it's easy to say. However, I'm 40 years old and I haven't been able to get those skills. What happens is sometimes there are no schools in your area, or you don't have a car to get to those schools, and you don't have a job, so that's what happens. You get stuck. The only way to get unstuck, like I saw a neighbor, is well, he didn't move, but he got another restaurant job. The only way to get unstuck is really to move to where there are buses and there are schools. But I don't want to live up north in Chicago or Florida, New York. And by the way, the crimes that take place in the subways and in the trains and in the buses, they hide those crimes from, someone getting pushed off the train station to the tracks and then the train running them over, or getting raped and getting stabbed and all those things. The police don't report those things, and they don't come out in the newspaper, because we want a society that everybody feels safe, even though there is danger out there. This reminds me of Jesus when he said, "Who touched me?" When the woman that had a bleeding problem touched him, and he said, "Who touched him?" And then one of the apostles said, "You're surrounded by all these people and you're asking who touched you?" Well, that tells me that Jesus, even though he knew many things, some things were hidden from him. He talks about in another part of the Bible, they were hidden from him by his dad or his father or our Father, the Creator. There was another part where he said, "No one but the Father knows the hour," or something like that. Or I think that refers to the end of the world or something. Enjoy your life. Be better than I am. Learn about your human rights, the Declaration of Human Rights. Learn that, and then maybe you will know what to do next. Thank you.